So I was just playing here and I noticed one thing that I have not been really good at, and that's playing my left and right hand at the same time. When I used to try to hit those at the same time, I would do it like this, didn't, and so I came up with an idea that maybe this could help you guys out if you have the same problem. So basically you just do not think the sound that's produced by the drums, but you have to concentrate on the feel on your hands when you hit those. So if you hit those drums like at different times, you feel it in your hands, so you feel that clearly in your hands that you're not hitting those at the same time. So you just have to think about the feel when you hit those at the same time. You have to feel only one thing in your hands at the same time, not two things at different times. So another thing that's useful, I think that's useful when you're just doing this for the first times, is that do it pretty slow, not slowly but quietly, and keep your hands or sticks couple centimeters above the drums, that it's much easier to hit those drums at the same time. It's not very easy if you do it like this. It's the range of motion, it's so much more different with your hands. So just start it with this. Little motions, and you don't have to try to play that hard, and eventually you will get to that point that you can play almost anything and at any force, and you will be able to hit those drums at the same time. I know that I'm not really good at that, but I just came up with that idea. The same idea is true with your legs too, so that's not useful if you play two bass drums, so you don't have to play those at the same time. But if you play with the hi-hat and bass drum, then that's important sometimes to play those at the same time. So it's a little bit more trickier with your feet. So if you play like, there you can hear the difference, mainly because it's higher and lower sound produced. So you just have to maybe you have to try a little bit more loudly hit the bass drum, that you can hear it over the hi-hat sound. So it's basically the same thing, but here I think it's more it helps if you can listen to it at the same time as you feel that. So there's that little bit more dynamics in that sound, that you can hear the difference between and I think that when you play hi-hat and drums, bass drum, at the same time, try to match the angle of the pedals, so they're not like hi-hat. If you your hi-hat like this, and you open it very slightly, just like this. The pedal is much more upwards. So in that case, if you like to play like that, then you maybe have to lift the pedal on your bass drum, or the bass drum pedal you have to lift. So it's not that different, the hit point with your legs. So your hit point is almost the same when you have leveled those pedals. So when you have both the beater against the bass drum and your hi-hat is closed, that should feel on your legs that they're at the same level. So it's easy to hit those same time notes. Don't worry if you don't get that right at the first, maybe even a week. So, because I know drummers like Lars Ulrich, at even the new record, he plays like this. I'm sure that he tries to do that at some songs and some riffs, but it's not wanted to do that the whole time. So and don't get me wrong, I started playing the things that Lars Ulrich plays, and I still listen to Metallica and I think they're great and that, but he's not the most technical drummer. So you want to do it at the same time. So that's basically it. If you have anything to ask me, feel free to comment, and if you found this video useful, you could give this a like, that would be really awesome. And if you like my other videos too, you maybe should subscribe to me. So I see you at the next one. Bye.